doing. You asked me what I'm doing, not what I'm thinking.
It's true. Tell them what else you've been doing. I want to hear it all.
Multiple different meetings with multiple different companies this morning about how to set up the food and the sponsorships and this and that and da-da-da-da. I had multiple meetings about the boxing ring that I'm trying to get there so we can do some sparring and all that stuff and organizing that and trying to set up that. At the same time, I had to launch test and I'm testing out different shows. And then I got Jay calling me, saying he wants to bring Rich back all of a sudden, which is like fucking a whole shit that I got to deal with now. Don't ask me.
Super chatted $19.99. Wings talking as if he's not the most useless person on this show.
I got this person calling.
Ban that person, please.
Tell Kelly is more interesting once she's on mic.
What am I banning this person for?
He wants to call me useless. Ban him.
What? Useless?
Ban Overlord.
For useless?
Yes, ban him. You ban for less.
Useless?
Damn, Jordy in a mood today. Yeah, let me tell you something. I literally just got off the Discord.
I'm gonna say this.
Pissed off Keemstar today.
The worst part about the show has been all the other shows. We should stop with Rewind.
Well, Queens and Rewind.
No, Queens and Rewind. Queens and Rewind should have been it.
$20.
3 series.
Monkey see, monkey don't. Wings XOXO.
Well, hello everybody. We're back again with some local detracting. As always, I am your host, Skessel Spud, or Spud sometimes. Today's little broadcast is brought to you by Wing crashing out because somebody called them useless. Now, if you're not aware, Wing being called useless within the whole universe is not unheard of. And what I mean why it's not unheard of, because I think everybody one way or another has said Wings is either useless or doesn't do anything, which is sort of true. Every so often, Wing does something, and I think because of his own fear of failure and his own, anxiety, it causes him to not want to do so, which makes sense, but you're like, dude, you're like in your 40s, the late 30s. Come on, dude. Come on. Be better than that. Now, obviously, this caused Wings to crash out pretty badly to the point where he set a 10-minute timer, right? And by the time the 10-minute timer was up, he just completely left the show. And the whole show was meant to be focusing on a bit of Foodie Beauty, but also on Keem wanting to crash out because he's extremely tired, which is true. Keem does a lot of things, but it also, Keem should also hire people to leave, balance the work out where he doesn't need to do as much. But, it's Keem. He's not going to do that, right?
Figured out what is going on with Wings. You put in the group chat that you asked Wings if he would stream tomorrow because Keem desperately needs the weekend off. And Wings is saying to himself, well, shit, I do as much work as Keem. That's where this is all coming from, and that's why he wants me to ban people. That's what it was. That's literally what it was. You put in the
$20.
chat.
Wings, dude, wish I could work 1 to 5 hours max per day and cry about my life. Wow, come on.
Yeah, so that's when Wings completely left the show. It was like a good 20 minutes into the show, he left. Some people think it's scripted. I don't think it is in this case. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell what is and what isn't scripted. I think in a situation like this, I don't think it's completely scripted. I think what ended up happening was like Wings and Keem are like really tired. They are like too fat. They're like, Wings has been trying to lose a lot of weight and trying to win the bet against Boogie. And in the case of Keem is trying to do the same, right? He's not betting against anybody, but he is trying to slim down, which is fair enough. There's nothing wrong with it. It's resulting them to not taking a lot of calories, and in the case of Wings, he is taking some form of medication, which is resulting in his more extreme temper, but also because they've been working almost every single day and not been taking breaks. Even if you're not, like, let's be fair, this job they're doing is easy because they're not doing a lot of physical stuff, but the mental toll is still excessive. But it's like Wing doesn't do much in these shows. Maybe he does a lot more in the Discord, but it's like it's one of those things where it's up in the air, right? It's up in the air whether or not you think Wings is doing anything or not, right? Right.
Start a podcast, dude. Are you here?
Let me tell you why you got to start not taking your naps, Billy.
Yes.
Because if you decide to sleep during the daytime, you're construed as worthless and useless to everybody else.
Wings, what happened? What happened? happened, buddy?
Let me point some shit out to you, right?
Yeah.
You said if Billy, I don't know where he is on the screen, got fired, you'd walk with him.
Yeah, I would. I really would. Swear to God, because I
That's
wouldn't do this show without him.
that's called loyalty. I requested somebody to be banned in chat. No loyalty. No loyalty. I sit there watch Keem all day, every day, ban whoever the fuck he wants to ban, bans people that, donated thousands of dollars because they upset his feelings. I want to ban one piece of shit. He's in your chat too. His name's Overlord. I'm like, no, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. And then I get to sit and watch an hour of them tell me, well, Wings hard to work with. Wings is hard to work with. He sleeps all day. Be up at night. Be up at night. Why I gotta be up at the same time you gotta be up?
Right. So did you start?
I mean, Wings makes a good case, right? Wings makes a perfectly good case saying that, like, yeah, Keem is essentially a hypocrite. And some extent, even Boogie is a hypocrite, right? Like, in the stream in Rewind, kind of wish I had the clip. Before I move a little further on, I originally had this video set up the day before, actually. I recorded everything. I didn't realize that the video I was capturing did not have audio. And I completely said, nope, I'm going to bed. So, I wish I had the clips for that. I don't, because they got deleted because there was no audio coming out of it. And thank God I at least try to rewatch these clips in Vegas. So, I'm not uploading clips with no audio. And I'm like, oh crap. But Boogie did try to gaslight Wings, and it's like kind of stupid. I think it's true. Keem has banned people for less. There's been multiple times, and there's multiple streams where, like, it's a true. Keem has banned people for less. Whether it be for spamming, whether it be telling the truth or pointing the obvious, it's a known fact. Also, the fact that Keem is unable to write makes me question his business decisions half the time, right? Because, like, writing is extremely important in business. And I'm not denying that, calling people is also important in business. But if you're unable to write, and I'm not the best writer myself, I will admit that I have very bad writing. But it's like, dude, you're in your 30s and you're unable to write properly. You're not in a third world country where that makes sense. You're in a first world country where there's literally software and programs that help adults become better writers. What the hell, dude? Stop being so stupid about shit like that. And again, back to my main point, yeah, Keem is a hypocrite. Boogie is a hypocrite. Boogie is known as the gaslighter. He was trying to gaslight Wings to quitting. Because that's how the person Boogie is. Maybe Boogie was trying to drum it up for more drama and more entertainment. Alright, but like, it kind of gets annoying after a while.
Period, I'll probably be sleeping.
Do you think you should
Can I make
that?
a recommendation? If that's okay, may I make a recommendation?
Oh.
Instead of taking full dosage of Ozempic or whatever it is you're taking, why don't you go to your doctor and scale up correctly the way you're supposed to? And you won't get as sick.
Boogie, because it's not my fucking Ozempic I'm taking.
Right, well, call your doctor and get a prescription.
They don't give me a prescription. I'm not a diabetic.
You don't have to be.
You have to be diabetic.
Then they will give you
me,
they'll
though?
give you
It's
Wegovy, or they will
You
give
were
you
complaining about
Zepbound.
500 calories. Oh, I can't. I'm tired. I feel like shit. Boogie, just wait till you have no testosterone, Keemstar. Just wait till you have to carry 200 extra pounds around and have no vitamin D. I feel like death every single fucking day of my
That's what
life.
it
But I
is.
come out here and I show up and I do anything you ask. I take all the stupid ass punishments. We become the show that fake cancer and poured mustard on our fucking head. Right? I feel like death every single day. And guess what? And guess what? Guess what? I will feel like death, and I will drive across the fucking country to get beat the fuck down and help you do this project. And all I request is you fucking ban somebody when I ask you to ban them.
All right. Let me think about it for a minute. Fuck you. Trust me.
Now, obviously, later on, I do believe Keem did ban Overlord, the guy that trigger Wingo, which is very ridiculous. Ultimately, this crash out only lasted like most of the night, really. It started from lolcowlive and ended in Rewind. Truthfully, I thought that, it was just ridiculous. Like, I understand that, like, Wings is having a diet change, he's taking medication that it's affecting him, but, like, dude, like, you're an adult, why don't you get the proper medication? Oh, my insurance doesn't cover it. There's probably other, like, stuff that you could get with your insurance. But if you're making it, but if Wing is making the claim that he's making a ton of money, why don't you get a better insurance company at that point? It doesn't make sense. And Keem should at least like be willing every so often to ban somebody, because like Keem has banned people for a lot. And this whole thing, it's ridiculous because it just kind of shows how much hypocritical Keem is. Now, mind you, I forgot to mention that Wings did go live later on. He only went live for 10 minutes and then he stopped. So it makes me kind of believe something is in play. Or maybe that Wings realized what he was doing was ridiculous and he needed to get it out. In the end, it's just, this crash out was just hilarious to watch. And it just kind of shows that these guys are tired and burnt out. And Wings made a good point during the stream that they should have stopped expanding the show. And it's true. Rewind should have been the last show they stopped at, but they kept making more and more. And I get the idea. Boogie tried to make the claim, well, a business gotta expand. Yeah, business gotta expand. A business isn't gonna expand this fast to the point where half all these shows are not even good. Like, what are you on about, yo? Like, cut the crap, Boogie. We all know you're not a business person. We all know Keem is competent, but currently, right now, his business decisions are not the best. Especially if you're expecting every show to hit 1,000, either between 500 to 1,000 viewers. Concur. Well then, till next time, y'all. Have a good one. Be safe. God bless. Good morning, good night, and good evening. Till next time, y'all.